That's a good whip. If you play like this, you'll be fine against this player. You're holding up on every interaction, brother. You can't do this. Now here, you're kind of in a sticky situation here. I'm not gonna lie to you. Hold on now, buddy. Wait. Okay, after here, I'm not really a fan of you just holding up here. But holding up on the first interaction? That's OD. Alright, so Marissa Mains, rejoice because it's your turn again. Now that you got that rocking skin, hopefully you can lay some whoop upon this whack JP. Okay, why did we miss here? Okay, we just missed. Alright, we just missed. Let's call it an error. Let's just call it an error. Keep pushing. Okay. Oh, hold on now, buddy. We can't be doing this, okay? Realistically, he holds the cards, okay? Moves like this just gets you hit by Pierce, okay? Because a lot of the time they're gonna try and anticipate the fact that we're trying to move in on them, and then they're gonna put that mid screen Pierce, and then they're just gonna get hit by it a lot of the time. Fortunately, you didn't get hit this time, okay? Hold on now, buddy. Wait. Okay, after here, I'm not really a fan of you just holding up here. The reason why I'm not a fan of you holding up here is because if you just, a lot of the time, you gotta see what your opponent likes to do on defense. You didn't even check it yet, right? We haven't even seen how they like to go about their offense when they have you in the corner. You just kind of went for it immediately. You feel me? And in those cases, it's just really not gonna benefit you to do so, right, in the long run. So in the beginning, you know, you just sit back, you chill, and see what they like to do, right? We're not holding up here a lot of the time, and you're in diamond, a lot of the time they're gonna meet you, okay? Then we get to the nitty gritty, whatever. If they try some fake stuff on you, then after that point, that's when we start trying to change it up, whatever have you. But holding up on the first interaction, that's OD. Okay? Oh, okay, your spacing was wrong here. So, can anyone tell me why the spacing here was wrong? Okay, comment down below if you know why the spacing here was wrong. And how could we have rectified this issue? Okay, alrighty, so let's keep pushing. I'm not gonna spoil it because what I feel like is I'll explain it afterwards. And then if I explain it afterwards, people are just gonna type the answer that I said. You know what I mean? So I want to make sure that it's real. Okay, unfortunate. He was just holding up. You're holding up on every interaction, brother. You can't do this. Okay? Listen, you're diamond 2. You can't do this no more. This don't fly no more. You gotta hold your back button, bro. You gotta hold your back button. Okay? You can't do this. Okay? You've held up on maybe like 3 or 4 interactions so far, and you've gotten hit. You've been successful once. You can't be holding up. Okay. Hold on. What is our goal? What is our goal? What is our goal? We gotta scale back. We gotta scale back for a second. What is our goal here? I assume ooh, look at that cleavage. I assume what the goal is here is you're trying to get in on them and enforce your offense. Fair. Okay, that's fair. Okay, this one, maybe, but okay. Here, I don't know why we're doing this. If we wanted to clear space, look at your meter. If you wanted to clear space, I would much rather you just drive rush in as opposed to doing Superman punch here, whipping. Okay, we don't catch the light punch. It's fine. It's a little bit harder. Then what are we gladiusing for? Right? They're not near us, and they're not jumping forward either. It's not a reaction. You just kind of did it. But why are we doing it? You see what I'm saying? Then we went for another one, and instead of just walking forward, right, we would have been in a better position to try and check that drive rush had we just been on the ground. But instead, we went for Superman punch as if like our legs don't work. You feel me? We gotta walk a little bit. Okay. Yeah. This is where your patience is going to be tested. Nice try. What do we press? Oh, okay. All right, we'll let it go. Let's keep going. I think patience might be your killer here. Good. Push up. Good. Push up. Not necessarily a fan of you going for this. I get it, like, you know, save them, they can't really do anything unless they perfect parry, whatever, right? I get it. I feels it. I just feel as though going for another punch, another charge punch here would be a better idea to go for. You feel me? Reason why is because you almost had them to the corner, and then now because you changed where you were, now they're no longer in the corner, and now you're back to dealing with them mid-screen. And like I always say, every character is just strong, that much stronger when you have them stuck. Nice. So here's the thing, right? Now it kind of feels as though whoever gets their offense started and whoever is able to maul the other opponent is gonna win. So now, right now, it feels as though what your goal is to maul them before they maul you. Okay. Yeah. It's fine, not the end of the world. You're gonna have to block. You can't just keep holding up on these situations. Okay, the reason why we can't hold up is because he can do meaty pierce and he will always check you with this. So when you get up, especially in the JP matchup, you're gonna have to play a little bit more patient. Okay, your patience is going to be tested in this matchup. You can't hold up on every interaction. You're just gonna keep getting hit. So you held up 3 times, and then he called something in anticipation that you wouldn't do it again. He went for grab, the command grab, because it's in anticipation that you wouldn't jump again, but you jumped again. We need to learn how to walk. Okay, that's fine. Don't jump. Oh, you. Okay. All right. Yeah. Doesn't have combos. Throw him into the corner. Good. Pressure up. Oh, this is good. Okay. Take all of it. Okay. Now here you're kind of in a sticky situation here. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay. Reason being, 1, he has level 2. 2, you're broken. Okay. And he has access, well, to mash first and foremost. Yep, level 2, like I just mentioned. Now, yeah, exactly. You see what I'm saying? That's why I was a little bit iffy on you going for like the meter, the burnout combo into level 3. Level 3 does allow you to get a little bit of your meter back, but with that being said, it is a tough hill to climb when you're in burnout against JP. We ideally don't want to put ourselves there unless we know we get the confirmed kill, right? Just because that chip out situation is terrible to deal with. Anyways, let's move on to the next game. All right, second round or second game up. All right, I like the drive rush change. Yes, I like the gladiators anti-air. This is perfectly okay. Nice. Now we're using drive rush a little bit more, which I like. Yeah. You're not close enough for this. You're not close enough for Superman to be a legit threat. So I would advise against going for it. This is why I keep telling you, holding up on these interactions is going to get you cooked a lot more than it's going to allow you to cook. Okay. Kill? Oh, no kill. And he just didn't block. Whoosh. Okay. You cannot afford to keep holding up in every interaction. Nice. I don't know why I said nice. I thought I was doing JP for a second. I don't know why. Okay. Again, see what I'm saying? Like when it comes to your positioning for Superman punch, it's just like you're not in the right space and for it to be effective. Therefore, it's just a free whiff punish if you're not careful. Okay, you're pushing in the corner. Nice. Yep. Get the combo. Nice. Nice. Okay, yeah. You mauled them with offense. So the reason why these rounds like these or games like these don't really matter to me as much is because in this match you just mauled them with offense, right? It's not as opposed to consistently breaking down what your opponent is doing and breaking down their offense so that they have to kind of feel uncomfortable and killing them that way. Because matches like these will happen, but they're not consistent things that will happen, right? When you come across opponents that know how to calm you down, especially because you do like Superman punch, you very rarely use your drive rush heavy punch, which is fine, I guess. You barely walk, holding up a lot. When you find opponents that will break that stuff down, then you're gonna find yourself hitting a wall. Okay, let's go on to game 3. Let's see how that goes. Okay, so now that we're on to the last game, let's see how this goes. All right, we're using drive rush. Unfortunately, we got interrupted. Ooh. Okay, that's a little bit better. Walking, I like this. In this game, we're showing a little bit more patience, which I really like. Okay, notice how he's just flailing. Now, once we notice that he's just jumping, flailing, whatever have you, we just want to play it calmly, wait for him to make the mistake, and then punish him for it. Okay, you should be able to scale the match off of this singular hit. Oh, yeah. EX? I swear you can EX off this hit. Maybe I'm wrong, but I swear you can EX Superman punch into what was it? Into her command grab, and that would kill, no? That was definitely something that's available to you. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no, you gonna hold up again? Parry. Yeah, it's your defense, right? A lot of the issues that you're coming across in this matchup so far, at least, we haven't even really gotten into like the JP specific stuff. It's just your defense. Your defense is crumbling the moment you're forced to block. Okay. Up. Yeah. Yep. Don't hold up. Careful with holding up. Again. It's just a lot of the same things. Yeah, you're not comfortable. There you go. I like this part. But then at a certain point, it's like your patience crumbles. And then you'll do something sporadic. This is a nice try. That's a good whip. If you play like this, you'll be fine against this player. Nice. Notice how a singular decision of patience, or a single moment of patience and a whiff punish, got you the kill of the round. Oh, this is very good. I like this. Now, if you want to do a little bit of optimization, you can do it back grab and do a little bit more. You get a little bit more health, but you know that's not important. I barely do it myself. Well, I do it. I don't do that because I have command grab to deal with. But suffice to say, just a little something there, just a little something there. Okay, good. I like how we're exuding patience. Okay, we're not being too hasty. We gotta try and parry attempt those. Yeah, she's gonna hit you for that. You know, an option that we haven't really used is like that Spartan kick. We haven't really used it, unfortunately. Okay. Ooh. So in this situation, there are a lot of players that can't recognize. So in this specific situation, you have to recognize who is going to be plus in this situation. Okay, it's a little bit hard to tell, but here's the thing: if you do a while rising button, okay, meaning that if you're going up and pressing the button, you kind of have to expect that you're going to be the one who's going to be negative. Okay, it's the same kind of concept where, let's say, like a Cammy player messes up their dive kick, right? And then you just do random jump heavy kick in the air, and notice how they're punishable in that certain instance. It's sort of like that. So you kind of have to be mindful of how you're anti-airing and then what that anti-air is a result of. Because as a result, if I were in that situation, or if a master were in this situation, might have tried to go for parry instead, because I know that if I'm trying to anti-air this way, then I'm not likely to be very plus or plus at all. Feel me? Okay, let's check. Jumped over it. Yep. Too many. He just got used to you doing Superman punch and started killing you for it. Okay, let's get on to the homework section. Just some very simple adjustments that you need to make. And then obviously we need to definitely work on our defense. Okay, let's get over. Okay, so now that we're in the lab, let's go over a couple of things. First things first is that using this, I'd prefer you did this, just the light version, kind of like tip range, right? Just because I prefer that than you trying to do this and then you getting hit for it, right? It does feel as though it's a risky option, but it's no more risky than doing this. Like, I would even say this is a little bit more risky, because not only like do you see it coming, and in the way that you were using it too, you could get caught, right? And the way you were using it, you didn't switch it up or anything. So then anytime that you were around here, he was like, it might come. And then anytime it came, you did this and he jabbed you for it. Right? You don't want to be put in those situations. That's the reason why I say using this tip range, not a bad option. Okay, especially at tip range, it's fairly difficult to punish, but let me just confirm that. About there, pretty hard to punish, right? Sure, it can get DI'd, right? Sure, that's true, fair enough. But the other thing too is that, like, you gotta diversify how you're getting in, right? Just trying to hold up on situations is not gonna help you. All right, on top of which, let's talk about this situation right here. And then we kept trying to hold up on the situation, and we kept doing it consistently, and then as a result, we just kept getting hit on wake up. We just kept eating those, and that's a lot of damage that eats up over time that you cannot be allowing to do. Okay, in those situations, you gotta recognize the fact that it's no longer your turn, and you gotta just parry it. Okay, you gotta acknowledge that the fact that you gotta hold this. I even missed my parry time. I tried to perfect parry it. You gotta acknowledge the fact that it's no longer your turn, and try to walk in this way. Okay, no more trying to skip neutral with this. Okay, because this is not gonna help you grow. Your opponents, once you get to Diamond 4, Diamond 5, are gonna check that, right? On top of which, I like the fact that you started using this. I like it. And then you check them for it. I like the fact that you were doing that, right? And the rounds that you did do it, I felt like you played a lot stronger. And then there was a round, I believe it was third game, second round, where you just chilled on the ground, waited for him to whiff something, and then you whiff punished it, and then you drive rushed off of it, and then you went into your entire routing. And I really like that, because that single whiff punish allows you to win the entire round. Right, that singular whiff punish allows you to carry them all the way to the corner, and once they're in the corner, they weren't comfortable blocking at all, and then you ran your offense. But here's the thing, like, your goal is to somehow figure out from being here to get here, and ideally you want to use your whiff punishing to do so. Not this, right? Not this, right? None of it, but just like playing neutral, waiting and looking and punishing with this. Because once you get this drive rush and take them to the corner, whatever have you, then you're cooking. And on top of which, you know, there's once you're here, there was a point in the first round where we did a charge like Gladius around here. And the reason why it wasn't necessarily the best spacing for it was because you were a little bit too close to your opponent, right? And because of that, if they see you charging, they're gonna try and jump, and even if they try to jump, you're not in the proper spacing to try and anti-air it, right? So ideally you want to kind of like force a situation. Oh god, I missed. Force a situation here where you like checking them at max range. Oh, I am getting checking them at max range, making sure they feel uncomfortable. And then at a certain point, you want to try and do this or whatever have you, right? But ideally, you want to play in this range again so that you can whiff punish any buttons they try to stick out or whatever have you, and then whiff punish in that way, right? Okay, those are the things generally that I wanted to go over. Just make sure your defense, you need to improve your defense. Okay, sometimes it's okay just to chill. All right, I know JP is very threatening, and the Twitter and social media doesn't do very much to help that. But with that being said, think of your opponent as human and think of him as a Diamond 1 player. Okay, with that being said, he's going to make mistakes, he's going to make errors, and you exploit those errors. But we don't exploit those errors by full sending and full sending this way. Okay, cool. That is all I wanted to go over. Appreciate you for the CFN. And if you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing. We are making a push for 1K subs by the end of the year. If it's not possible, that's fine, but we'll still try for it. Thank you for this the video. Oh, I'm thanking myself. Any questions?